Hey guys, it's Ariel. I love you guys. I had taken a few days to myself. I was being tested. I'm not going to lie. After all of the work that I have done and put in, I'm not going to lie. I was being tested in the past few days. So I was just giving myself time to re-emerge with myself, integrate with the purging that I have just done in the past few days, which I'm still doing. And I wrote down some stuff that probably was a huge factor in what I was integrating with. So maybe you guys will resonate, maybe not, but thank you for being here. I feel refreshed. I feel brand new. I feel cleansed and I feel purified. So I am back. And when I say I was being tested, it was anger. It was rageful anger. And it was over the most minor things. One of my friends, my close friends, one of my only true friends that I have right now, before she went on her journey over to Mount Shasta, she was like, hey, every time you reach this new level of peace and inner calm, it might take like the most slightest thing to just set you off. I was thinking to myself with my mind, I totally understand what she means, but I feel so good. I don't see that happening to me. I don't feel like that's going to happen. And let me tell you, I was like, bam, 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 bam. Like internally, I was like, if you get it, you get it. But I was like, and now I'm like, okay, I got that out. Woo! Okay, I'm just going to read this. 6/7/2025. So many people wanted something from me. I've learned how to listen to my own inner voice, no longer living with stress to please these people around me. Newfound sense of self and expression, actually proud of myself for what I've overcome. To most people, I went through some stuff that they wouldn't have made it out of. Because of my faith and trust in God and the divine Holy Spirit, I made it out. Now I have deeper wisdom regarding my connection to the Creator and to my own essence. I'm proud of myself for putting my healing journey first before embarking in marriage or starting a family, because now I know for sure that I will be able to protect my children and my descendants. I will be able to protect my children and my descendants from the other side and Proverbs. Preserve the family line as the pure-hearted, genuinely loving souls, just like the ones who I was raised by. I will listen to God over anyone else, and if anyone has a problem with that, I will not be in their life. Returning to faith. In the past few days, 4 to 5 days, I have not touched my cards, not because I don't love them and what they have brought to me and myself, but just because I've been in prayer. I've been in prayer and I've been purging and I've been facing myself and I've been releasing. I personally have a very strong sense of understanding when it comes to the tools of divination and what they bring to us, the confirmations that they bring, the validation and the physical realm that they confirm. Our intuition is on key. I don't know what is going on with my throat right now, but I got a song channeled as well on top of this reading. I'm just going to throw it all into one video. It feels right, it feels divine, so I'm going to do it. She told me put my heart in a bag and nobody gets hurt. Now I'm running from love. I'm not fast, but I'm making it worse. Now I'm digging up a grave of myself. I'm a whole different person. It's a gift and a curse, but I cannot reverse it. 999 shit. I can't reverse it. It was a gift and a curse, and now I'm drinking too much, so I'ma talk with a slur. Last time I saw you, it ended in a blur. I woke up in a hearse. Well, you said you loved me first. So somebody is reminiscing, collective, about you, about situations with you in the past, about experiences. They're feeling into the light and the dark. There was a common theme of the day today, and it was just feeling into the love and also feeling into the sorrow of the memories of the past, really feeling the totality of what living means in the present, feeling everything that you possibly can feel is a blessing, including rage, including anger. I saw an interview with Miley Cyrus, and the way that she explained rage was emotionally amazing. She was explaining her rage, and she was getting emotional. I grew up with her. I have a deep connection to Miley Cyrus / Hannah Montana. She'll always be Hannah Montana in my inner child's mind, and I was crying, reminiscing on those memories, feeling into the fact that I will not get them back. I will not relive them, but I will be able to make memories for my children that are so sacred and innocent and pure and loving and fun and fantastical. But she was explaining rage, and I just resonated with her so deeply. It's a recent interview. I'm not sure. I forgot the woman's name, but you guys, feeling our emotions is nothing to be ashamed of. Feeling shame is nothing to be ashamed of. So I just commend you on being in a human body, being in a human vessel. If you miss people, you miss people. If you never want to see people again, you never want to see them again. Regardless, it happened, and we are all accepting oneness. So you guys, I'm going to just throw it all together. The common theme here in this reading, from what I wrote in my journal to the Juice WRLD song, to these memories coming up from the childhood, is that this is just for anyone who resonates, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I lived for so long to appease people and please people and to give them what I felt like they wanted. And I say it like that because I don't know if it's what they wanted. I just felt like that was what they wanted, so I gave it to them. It might not have been what they wanted, but maybe I was reading them wrong. But no matter what, it was never enough regardless. Even when I was doing things to a T the way people wanted me to be. Walk like this, talk like this, dress like this, don't talk like that. That's inappropriate. Don't say that. Don't write that. Don't do that. Tarot. Lots of things. And now I'm like, you know what? I trust in me and God. It was a gift and a curse, and now I'm drinking too much, so I'ma talk with a slur. Last time I saw you, it ended in a blur. I woke up in a hearse. Well, you said you loved me first. One thing my dad told me was never let your woman know when you're insecure. There is a massive upgrade in maturity here. The song I'm channeling is just like a... Man, you guys, I know it might not make sense to you guys why I'm channeling these messages from what I'm just like singing, but I'm getting the messages and I'm getting them powerfully. I'm also getting 999. I saw 888 today, which is my favorite number. And 111 is coming through. New beginnings, self-mastery, let's go. Feeling that oneness, feeling the reflection, the sacred mirror, feeling that everybody is one, and that whenever we mess up, it will be reflected back to us. What I'm feeling is there are people that are remembering you and your glory. That just means you being yourself. And they are remembering the light and the dark that they were also emanating. When they pinned a lot of it on you and utilized you as a tool for their outlet of their emotional breakdowns, of their anger, of their confusion, of their delusions, you were their punching bag because it was easier that way. So they didn't have to look in the mirror and say, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I treating this person like this? They didn't do that. Now they are beginning to do that. They are like, wait a second. If everything's a reflection, she was reflecting, or he was reflecting, or they were reflecting a part of me that I had abandoned, I had stabbed, I had thrown away, I had buried. More in this message than anything else, my faith is thickening, and I didn't even know that was possible. My trust in this divine orchestration, my surrender to Jesus, my surrender to God, because you do not need to choose Jesus as your guide, as your love, as your savior, as your angel, as your protector, and everything I just said, provider. You don't need to utilize Jesus and his energy, but I do, and it's so much more understanding than what we believe it to be. He is a lot more graceful. He gives people more grace than expected, and that is not to be abused. That is not to overuse your grace period. That is not to use the lenience that he is and gives as a father, but it is to humiliation does heal. It's to be like, dang, I'm sorry. And then, you guys, I'll find myself like beating myself up for just basic common choices that are not even affecting myself or anybody else in a negative manner. And I'll be like, why did you do that? Like, why would you choose that? Like, that's not the right way. And I will do this, and then I'll observe myself doing it, and I'm like, at what point in time, this must have been my entire life, because at what point in time did I put so much pressure on myself to be this thing, this identity that is a perfectionist, and it's stressful and it's heavy, and I've been releasing that, and I've been giving myself grace, and I've been honoring myself in my mistakes and in my successes, in my achievements, but in my losses. I've been loving myself, and I've been loving myself in my totality, and I've been doing this so that way when it is time to make a family, build a marriage, I will fully be in tune with myself and never question who I am. These videos are always timeless. Whenever you stumble across it is when you are meant to, but in 4 days of recording this video, we are going to experience the full moon in Sagittarius, June 11th, 2025. And it is revolving around self-expression and adventure and exploration of your identity and expression. So it's very in theme with what's going on actually within. So I think that it's cool to just like kind of track that. And I don't fully put all of my faith into these things, into tarot, into astrology, into anything like that. I just think it's fun, and I think that there's a lot of truth behind it. Nonetheless, I don't find it to be this Bible per se. I don't find it to be this solidified thing that people need to follow and be guided by, but I'm allowing myself to find the fun aspects of life in their light and dark, and I find comfortability in trusting who I am to explore them. I'm gonna start wrapping this up because I want to go back in for my lunch. I love you guys so much. I've been really tending to the parts of myself that I neglected and abandoned and threw to the side to deal with later. I'm not even gonna get into it, but there's just a lot that I've been accepting about myself. Accepting with love, accepting with understanding, the same way I would accept a stranger telling me their life story and telling them that's what makes you you, that's what makes you your essence. I'm doing that to myself now. I'm like, girl, that's what makes you you, girl. Don't even beat yourself up. So anyway, I had an emotional moment with a customer. He was young. He looked like in his early 20s, maybe, about his shirt. He had Juice WRLD on it. And then we had a little moment, a little fan moment, a little soul tribe moment, talking about Juice and what he's done for us. And then, we just kind of stood there and just smiled. It was just nice to... This smoke is getting really intense. It was nice to be around somebody that sees Juice for his light and his dark and respects and honors him. I was like, it makes me sad. And he was like, me too. We just had a moment. It was really cool. He was like a kid to me. He was a youngin'. But yeah, some people in my past have just said like, oh, Juice is depressing. Juice is like sad boy. Yeah, maybe that's what his soul was crying out at that moment. Maybe that's how he felt in that moment. I don't see it as sad boy. I don't see it as depressing. I see it as an outlet to share his darkness with the world. And I think he's beautiful for that. And I think we can all learn from people that share their darkness and not suppress it and be open about it instead of close it in. And so that's what I'm trying to do as well. I love you guys. I'm going to go back in. Thank you for listening. I love you.